Hello, Minecraft hardcore games players. This is Overeasybacon here with a Flash Kit review slash gameplay slash solo win for you today. I'm just going to kind of talk about this game. This was recorded quite a while ago. This is before I started using the new texture pack that I have today. I'm just using default, but I was really interested in getting the Flash Kit. It had already been out for a while, never really looked into it very much, decided to get it, and had some fun with it. Right here, I go into a team, not very useful for Flash, but still part of the game. Right now I'm going to kind of talk about what Flash does. According to the McPVP Hardcore Games website, McPVP.com, the Flash Kit will allow you to instantly teleport to the location you are aiming at with the swing of your redstone torch. Once you get teleported, you will receive half of the distance you teleported in Weakness 1. Example, flashing 60 blocks away will result in 30 seconds of Weakness 1. Once you teleport, lightning will strike at the location you flashed to, and a teleportation effect, like that of the Enderman, will lead towards the position you flashed. This kit is really fun to just launch into towers or maybe drop yourself somewhere where you can escape trouble. It's very useful when trying to run away if you're solo and you have a team of 4 on you. If you want to get out of that situation, flash 100 blocks away. It will lead them to you by a trail, as the website said, like a Enderman teleporting. The trail will kind of lead those people to you, but it will let you resoup and get ready for battle once again. Here I am going to get I consider it my 4th kill of the game, although this player just drops to her death, so it doesn't actually count as my kill on the website. So basically, this is probably my favorite kit I've ever bought. You can buy it at mcpvp.com, Hardcore Games Kits, the Flash Kit. Right now I'm just observing as this team seems to be getting clobbered by a stomper. Always remember that if you don't need to get involved in a situation where people are battling, just don't, because you're trying to stay alive. Kills are fun, but you don't need 20 kills to win a Hunger Games game. So stay out once the numbers of the people have declined. Walk over and take out the trash, as I will show. Drop that kit in. He was able to do some initial damage to a player that I was able to then take care of pretty easily by hotkeying. As you can see, he was not very prepared. He did have an iron chestplate and an iron sword, but as I look back on it, as you can see in the chat, he was a worm. He probably was using the worm kit, which allows you to dig dirt instantly as if you're in creative mode, to find iron. He was probably just digging everywhere and finding iron, which is a very interesting way. I've never seen anyone use the worm kit that way, but it was unique. Didn't save him, obviously. Now I get pretty interested in this tower. I kept getting compass hits. You can see that guy to the right. I didn't see him at first. He kind of peeking over the tower at me. Probably could have taken me out pretty easily. I don't know why he never went for it, but never did. And I'm just trying to look for people to kind of fight. Decide to flash up there. And then Flash does have a 2-minute cooldown, so once you use it, you cannot flash away again for another 2 minutes. So don't flash yourself into a situation where you will need a quick escape, because it will fail to flash you away for 2 minutes. I approach this team, a team of 2. I will encounter them later in the game. I didn't know what kits they were at first. They did have sponges, so one had to be a launcher, or at least I thought one had to be a launcher, and then the other I was also guessing was a stomper. So we kind of have a stare down for a minute here, both of us are wondering what the other one's going to do, I decide that I would rather not risk it because of fall damage. If I go and fight them, then I will just fall to my death probably. They play sponges, I decide to get out of there. They are in pursuit, which doesn't make me happy. Decide to try to flash down, still on cooldown. May as well look in their chest. Yep, gonna use some of that. And run away. Block off my path a little bit. Which did almost help because as he got to that part, I was on cooldown for 1 second, and then placing those blocks may have saved me a little bit from him reaching me before I vanished. Decide to leave those guys for later and head to someone on the ground where I cannot take life-ending fall damage. The feast has also come up, it's right there. Someone has already made it to the feast before me, but they were digging a hole. I did not know what they were up to, so I decided to approach. As I make my approach, I realize they do have iron. They are in a hole. I was very interested in what kit they were. Didn't know. Battled them, and they were a worm again. Worms in their iron. Pretty easy kill. You didn't do that great. But now I'll have some fun doing some player versus spider here. Oh. Better drink some soup. Or not, because he only did have a heart. Feast starts in 2 minutes. The player count has dropped, and I'm getting a little excited at this point. Late in the game, it's always fun. You've been in for a while. You don't know what to expect from the remaining players. They've obviously survived for a reason, so it's always fun late in the game. Right now, I'm trying to hide like I'm not at the feast to see if I can get that stomper to drop down, because a lot of the time when you make it to the feast, you'll be just looking in the chest and then a stomper will crash down on you and ruin your entire game. So then I get approached by a team of 2, fighting them, tried to pour lava on me, didn't work. A stomper lands on both of them. I wasn't in the stomper range, so I did not die, but I decided to put some heavy damage on him because we're top 4 right now, and so I'm just chopping away. He decides to run away, so I better fight this zombie, grab some stuff from the feast before he comes back, try to take out this last team, and just look through those chests. He returns to try to get intermaged back into his tower, I'm guessing, so I decided to take him out pretty easily. Top 3 at this point, get intermaged up. At this point, I decided to jump down, which, as you can see, right after I landed, I ran out of invincibility. It was one of the closest calls I've ever had. Land, no longer invincible. If I would have waited half a second longer, I would have definitely died of fall damage. So that was a very close call. Another call that made this game one of my favorite games I've played to this date. Very lucky to have that happen. Usually when I get intermaged up into a tower without me knowing that it's happening, I try to jump out. That time I tried to fight him for a second, then I realized I should just jump out. So I end up flashing back up, get knocked off, throw my Ender Pearl and land safely. It was one of my favorite plays I've ever had. Nocto, it looked like his Ender Mage flash up there, do some damage, knock that kid off, and then realize that he knocked me off. I had to scroll through, accidentally threw my potion, but got my pearl thrown at that tree, land in the tree, and now I'm safe. One of my favorite plays I've had personally in the McPVP hardcore games. That never fails to be fun for me. Make my way back to the feast. Even if there's only one guy left, I tend to hit up the feast just for fun. You never know what you can find. You can find a bow, like a bow and arrow. You can find armor, you can find potions, TNT, you name it. The feast usually has it, and it can help you. Even one person can do damage that you had not seen coming. So it's always good to be prepared. He drops down, only has a wood sword. I got a diamond sword, I have armor, he has nothing. Obviously been sitting up in a tower the entire game, not very prepared. Fairly easily kill, and that's the game. It was a fun game. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you ever see me in your McPVP Hardcore Games game, be sure to message me for a team. Tell me you're a sub, and I will team with you. That's it for this week, guys. Be sure to check out the Flash Kit. Buy it from mcpvp.com. Thank you for watching.